What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the FOV podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Jacob, aka Precursor Jake, and we have Alonzo here. Go ahead, plug your stuff.
Yo, what's good, y'all? ZoGaming here. ZoGamingTV on Twitch. What's good?
All right, so today we're going to be talking about a few different things. We're going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, of course, and then the recent state of play, Nintendo Switch 2, and Monster Hunter Wild that's coming out later on in the week here. So I guess we'll get started with Grand Theft Auto. There's been a lot of rumors and talk about Grand Theft Auto going around lately, and one of the things that's been going around is like people have been kicking around the idea of Grand Theft Auto 6 being $100 again. I don't really see this as an issue because, no matter what, people are going to pay $100. Like, especially, I mean, what does it Take Two? Doesn't Take Two make the NBA games? The 2K games?
I don't think so. They might, but I don't think so.
I think they do. Take Two. But yeah, so basically all the developers and stuff in the industry are saying,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
they do. Yeah, that's what I thought. So basically, all of the developers in the industry have been clamoring at the idea of Grand Theft Auto 6 being $100 because they want it to lead the way for $100 games as a standard in the industry, which for me is absolutely crazy because half of the games that come out these days is just not selling all that well. So to increase the price yet again, because they just had a price increase not too long ago, it was like up to 70.
Yeah.
And to increase, and after the year that we've had this year, and to say that you want to increase the prices more, when literally like Sony, like one of the biggest developers in the game, like had a live service game just completely flop. Like they lost hundreds of millions of dollars on that game, and just games have been shit lately. And saying you want to increase the price to $100, it's like people are gonna like really spend less on games if that's the case.
Yeah.
And I know you don't really play too many games. Like you stick to like a couple of them.
I would have didn't cost it $70.
You said if it didn't cost 70?
Yeah, 70, but it all depends on the type of game it is though. Like for GTA, bro, like come on, let's be real. Everybody loves GTA, bro. It don't matter if it's $100. It depends on the aura, as they call it nowadays, the aura of the game. Like GTA has always been lit. Like GTA is GTA, bro. GTA 6, not 6, but GTA 5, Vice City, San Andreas, everybody likes GTA. So like GTA that status to be like, we're gonna make it $100. Guess what? They gonna pay for it. If they make it $150, guess what? They gonna pay. It don't matter because it's been 10 plus years since the GTA has dropped. You can't compare that to no 2K, to no other games that come out back to back to back to back. Like, and it's almost the same exact game, and people complain about it. You can't compare GTA 6 to that because it's been 10 plus years, over a decade. So I think it's okay to make that game $100 something because it don't matter. They gonna buy it. It don't matter. It's GTA, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah, like I really think no matter, I really honestly think that no matter what price they make GTA, people are gonna they're gonna spend it.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
The,
no, it don't matter.
yeah, the way that like developers and stuff, people in the industry have been talking about how they want the game to be more because they want to be able to increase the prices on their games. It just rubs me the wrong way because it's not going to be good. Like no, like People are hardly buying games as it is.
Hmm.
You increase to $100 and ain't shit gonna sell.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Like especially in this day and age where like a lot of games are coming out and they're like half finished, or like they're like, oh, we'll fix it in the next patch, or like 10 years down the line they finally, release basically the full game with all the patches and updates. It's like
Hmm.
no one's gonna spend $100 for a half finished game. Like it's just
Oh,
gonna be
absolutely not.
it's just gonna be bad.
That's why that's why I'm okay with them waiting for GTA because when it come out, it better be fire. I better not pay no hundred some dollars, and you're like, oh, we gotta fix blah blah blah. Which it's expected to fix some stuff, but don't let it be something major, bro. That'd be sickening.
Well, if you can remember, Grand Theft Auto 5,
Hmm.
when it launched, it came out with the base game first, and
Yeah.
then like I think like I want to say a week. I don't remember the exact amount of time, but I think it was like a week after the online came out,
Hmm.
and it was almost bare bones when it first came out. There wasn't a whole lot to do, and then that's I think later on they added like heists and stuff. So technically, when that came out, it wasn't like feature complete. But I mean, you could also argue it's a live service, so they're always gonna have updates. But I don't know. It seemed kind of bare bones when it first came out. So hopefully they have a little bit more content planned on release, and then for the future, when online hits, Grand Theft Auto 6. Also, just to piggyback off of that, speaking of Grand Theft Auto 6 Online, there's also been rumors that Grand Theft Auto 6 Online is going to be even bigger than we all thought. Because, I mean, they kind of have it in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online already, where you can make your own content and stuff, but they're trying to
Hmm.
make it bigger than that, comparable to like Fortnite and like Roblox, where it's like community driven. Like you can get on there and you have uh, a bunch of different games made by different people that are all different, And I
Yeah,
feel like that
true.
would be sweet. What do you think?
To like be able to like create your say it again, create your own what?
So like it's kind of they're kind of saying that it's gonna be similar to like Fortnite, to where you can have like user generated content, to where like for example in Fortnite they have like horror games, they have like obstacle games, and like just a bunch of different user generated stuff. So they're trying to do that with Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, I would imagine you can do that if they're gonna have like the RP thing kind of built into the system. It would make sense. So if you could do RP stuff, then why can't you create that stuff? Like I'm pretty sure they'll make like how they got on like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all that, but you could have like the Squid Game things and all the other nonsense. I'm pretty sure they'll integrate that into like stuff that comes out. Like I'm pretty sure if GTA 6 is out right now, they would have like a version of Squid Games with like your own character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I don't know, it'd probably be pretty dumb for them to not go this route, because like all of the
Yeah.
popular um like what do I call it? Popular games and franchises and online services, they kind of follow this model. Um and it's sustainable because basically you can just have, instead of having to stress about updating stuff on their end, they can just have users create their own stuff, and then that's like
Yeah.
free content for their own game. That's genius. Like,
True. True.
but that would be pretty sweet. I know, like I said, I know Grand Theft Auto 5 Online kind of does this already, but I don't think it's like
It's not customizable as you would think it would be. It's like kind of
right.
like standard what they have, like when they have like the custom like RPG versus cars or blah 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 stuff like that. But that's like different. You can kind of create your own, but it's not. You can't like go full. You don't have full like access to it to do whatever you want in a sense.
Yeah, it's kind of restricted in that way. So I'm excited for that aspect of it, if this is if this comes to be true. But we did
It's a
get
second. It's a second trailer coming out here soon, right? On the 30th, I believe.
I think that's another rumor. I don't think that was like verified, but
Yeah, I don't think it's verified either, but people keep trying to have clickbait out here, of course.
yeah. Yeah, they're doing. People are saying that they're going to be doing another trailer soon, just because Borderlands recently announced their like release date and stuff, and
Oh,
it's
okay,
it's
okay,
the
okay.
same. It's the same company, Take Two. So they're like, if they're releasing around this day, then that means they're like doing the math, you know. Um,
Gotcha.
which brings me to my next topic here. We had a state of play not too long ago. Uh, well, this it was this month, and had a lot of things announced. Like I said, one of those things was Borderlands 4, and um, they did it, announce their release date. So a lot of people were saying, "Huh, well, if Borderlands 4 is going to be releasing in September, you kind of, this it's the same company as Grand Theft Auto 6. You kind of would want to separate the release date, from Grand Theft Auto 6 because it's going to be such a big release.
Hmm.
Give the two titles time to breathe." And so a lot of people were speculating it might release after Borderlands 4, like sometime in October.
Hmm.
And back in the day, when the first trailer dropped, there was a lot of rumors going around about when it would release.
Yeah.
And there was a leak that said that gave us an exact day of when it would come out.
Hmm.
And it said for October. Hold on, let me get this straight because they said sometime in October, like late October. Um, oops. But there was a bunch of different like rumors about when it would come out. A lot of people said September, but now we know September is not it because they would not do that because of
Yeah, not in the
Borderlands
same
4.
month. No, no.
But there was a rumor that said it could potentially be October 27th. And I kind of feel like that's true. I think that's likely. I think they're gonna give Borderlands 4 about a month to breathe, and then they're gonna do it in late October. I don't, maybe not October 27th exactly, but I feel like towards the end of
Yeah.
October seems about right.
Yeah, it's possible. Probably more towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, just let me know when, bro, so I can call off work. That's all I need to know when. Let me know when, so I can take that first week off work and be cool for real. Because I'm definitely getting it for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be super big. I think the reason why we haven't gotten a lot of like game reveals and like release dates so far this year for games coming out this year is because a lot of people in the industry, a lot of developers are kind of like trying to feel around Grand Theft Auto 6 and be like, when is Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? Because we're not trying to release around that time.
Yeah, because what if you release a game on Grand Theft Auto 6, your game is gonna just be your sales down. Like you're not gonna get no attention on nothing. Because soon GTA 6 drop. If you drop a game during that time, you're flopped, bro. You're whatever money you thought you were gonna make, you're not gonna make.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Because a lot of developers are worried about that. They're just trying to hold off as long as they can to get
Yeah,
some sort of solid release date for Grand Theft Auto 6 because they're so scared to say, "Oh, we're gonna release our game around this time," and then Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out then too, and it's just like dead game. So it's pretty interesting. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this year pans out with release dates for games and stuff. You're probably gonna see a lot of people moving around their release dates and
hmm,
pushing stuff back because of it. So it's gonna be one big game. I'm pretty excited for it. I know one of the things that we also talked about with them in the past that I kind of wanted to talk about again, bring it up briefly here, is having AI conversations with NPCs.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I feel like that is a huge possibility. Um, I have a feeling that they're going to have like a terms of service type of agreement in the beginning of the game where they're like, can we like listen to your audio or whatever in the game? So you're gonna be able to actually talk like in through your mic controller, like the um, speaker on your controller or like an actual headset mic, and talk to NPCs, and they're gonna be able to respond intelligently
Yeah.
with
I
AI.
don't know. I don't know if I want them to listen to my conversation, but I'm okay with interacting with the AI part of it. I don't want them to be like, but I feel like it's gonna be forced into that. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's so I think it's going to be a definite possibility because there was a demo for some game. I think it was like that. What's it called? The Matrix. There's like a Matrix demo or something. It was like a demo of I think the new Unreal Engine, and people were incorporating AI conversations into like NPCs on that game.
Hmm.
It's fairly easy to do, and you can look up videos of this online because it's everywhere. But people were having like intelligent conversations with NPCs, and I think this is a direction that the Rockstar really wants to go to and really leans into because of like the past of what they've done in the past. Because if you remember in Grand Theft Auto 5, you you could rob convenience stores with your voice.
That's crazy.
Do you remember this?
I don't remember this.
So yeah, so like if you go into like a corner store or whatever, you can rob corner stores and stuff, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you could actually go into like a corner store, convenience store, or whatever, and if you have a mic on, if you like it couldn't intelligently understand what you were saying, but if you made like any loud noise or said anything loudly, the cashier would like get scared and like give you the money. So they've already kind of got that in Grand Theft Auto 5. So
Yeah,
I think they would kind of build on that for the next game.
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot more robbery stuff online with that. I'm pretty sure because, like I said, they're bringing the RP part of it where it's like customizable and everybody gonna have their own little. It's gonna. I think it's gonna be. It's. I don't know how far they're gonna integrate that stuff into it, but I think it is kind of weird though that they're gonna bring it to console first though. If I heard that, I think that's what they said. They're gonna bring it to console first and then PC later, or even gonna bring it to PC. I don't remember what the rumor was about that, but I don't know if I like that either. I don't know.
What, them bringing it to PC later?
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm kind of split down the middle 50-50 because like I know they did that with Grand Theft Auto 5 as to where they didn't want to release well, they didn't release Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC with console. Excuse me. But um I think because they did that before with Grand Theft Auto 5, they may do that again. But
Hmm.
at the same time, I'm not sure because maybe they've seen, the sales and the response from it last time. They want to do it differently so that, everybody gets it. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I know just recently they just updated Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC to where it has the same like features as the console version. So PC is just now getting console features, which is crazy.
Really.
Yeah, literally, look it up because it surprised me too. Uh, they just came out with the update. I think it was like the end of last week where all these updates that console has been had finally came to PC. Like you could hunt animals in the wild
That's so
online.
backward compared to all the other games.
I know it's
Because
crazy.
a lot of games get like that's on PC and console. They get the PC always gets it first most of the time, and then it goes to console. And they're kind of like switching it. But I get that because a lot of people, can't afford like expensive PCs to be able to run games like that. And most people get consoles. But even still, I mean, I think at this point though, it's kind of 50-50. Though. A lot of people get PCs now or consoles, but I don't know. It's different.
So with the way that like this generation and this console generation has been going lately, with Xbox bringing a lot of games to other platforms like day one and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually been statistics showing that a lot of people have migrated over to PC from like Xbox and stuff because
Yeah.
you can just get more shit on PC than you can on Xbox these days. Like, there's no
Yeah.
point.
I need to upgrade my internal storage, but yeah, definitely.
So it's like, PC market's getting bigger.
I'm definitely one of them. I'm still on my controller though. I can't go MK all the way, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of people use controller. A lot of people use controller, man. It's cool. You ain't always got to use the keyboard and mouse. It's hard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I feel like it would be easier to push those updates out on PC because typically when a developer is developing a video game, they usually are on a PC when they're doing it.
Yeah.
So why they wouldn't push it out to PC first is kind of weird, but hopefully they can get it all figured out for Grand Theft Auto 6 and the console and the PC can be on the same page because
Yeah.
if not, everybody's going to be complaining about that shit.
They definitely will be for sure.
But going back to Borderlands 4 and this whatchamacallit, this state of play that occurred earlier this month, there was in fact a release date given for Borderlands 4 in September, and that's why people were speculating about the release date for Grand Theft Auto. But this game, Borderlands 4, they're actually going to be doing another like state of play, but it's only going to be for Borderlands 4. And that's going to be, I think, late April for that one. So they're going to show more about the game. There were a few games that were kind of interesting to me in the state of play. I think the state of play as a whole was kind of boring. They didn't have a lot of like first party stuff for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of third party stuff, but the first party stuff they had was pretty cool for me. They're doing a remastered version of Days Gone, which have you ever heard of Days Gone?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, just make new game. Why we keep remastering games, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get it. Like, we I don't know, bro. Like, some games can be remastered and be cool, but it's just like, just come up with a new game, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who like the Days Gone franchise. They really wanted a sequel out of it, but apparently when it first came out, in Sony's eyes, they didn't sell enough. So I think what they're trying to do with this is they're trying to get more numbers, like more. They're just trying to pump up the numbers for it.
Yeah.
And then they're also probably doing it to gauge like how much interest is still in the franchise, see who buys it, so that maybe they can do a sequel. Because I know a lot of people want it, and I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to give Days Gone one last chance because initially it didn't sell a lot. So, but it's a really good game. It's you play as this biker dude in a zombie apocalypse, and there's like hordes of zombies. There's this mechanic they have called hordes, and like there's areas you go to, and these zombies there's just such a huge number of zombies that are like chasing you all at once. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good game. I played it. I didn't ever beat it because it came out. I think another reason why it didn't sell very well is because it came out around the time another game did. I don't remember what the game was, but it was more popular, so I know I was playing that one more. But that one's going to be a nice when it comes out. If you do have the PlayStation 4 or PC version of it, you can upgrade to the remaster for $10, which is nice. And they also have a bunch of like new content.
Sorry, that's just funny to me. If you want the remaster, you can upgrade for only $10. It remind me of like when they did the GTA Online thing, like the updated graphics or whatever. You pay like $20 for the difference or something like that. It's just funny. they be getting no microtransactions
Yep.
just to get that little bit of dollar, bro. It's crazy.
They'd be nickel and diming you.
For real.
Any little money they can get. But apparently the remaster is supposed to have like more features and like
Yeah, it says Horde Assault, Survival Arcade, Permadeath, and Speedrun are the new game modes, but you got to pay the $10 to get the remastered version.
yeah. And for everybody else who don't own it already, they gotta just buy it outright, I guess. So that's a thing that's coming out. I believe this says it's coming out sometime in April. So that would be a nice little April game, spring game. Another game that was announced that I was personally excited for, probably one of the few people on this earth that was probably excited for, is the new Digimon story game. See, when everybody else, when I was growing up, everybody else was obsessed with Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I was obsessed with Digimon. That was my shit. So
Digimon,
Digimon are the champions. Yep, that's my
yeah, my brother had one. That's funny.
But they're coming out with a new game. They didn't say much about it. It was a little teaser trailer. All they said was coming out this year. That's all we got. That's all the information we got. But since it's a Digimon story game, it's pretty much similar to Pokemon where you have the battles and stuff, but just with Digimon, so it's going to be good. Pretty excited for that one. They had a bunch of other games that they were talking about. Wasn't really interested in. But there's this one game that stood out to me personally because it kind of reminded me of the game Returnal for PlayStation 5. It's kind of like a bullet hell. So it's a bullet hell third-person roguelike, and it was not easy. It's a hard game, but it reminds me a lot of that game. It's called Hell. It's called Hell Is Us. It's coming out in September, but graphically it looks crazy. Super super good graphics. It kind of reminds me of like Dark Souls gameplay a little bit, but I don't know. It's weird, but it looks really good, and I'm excited for that one too. I don't know if you know anything about this game.
I have no idea. I've seen a lot of it, but I did not see that one.
It's good if you like. Well, I don't think you're not really into like Dark Souls like games.
I'm not, but I'm trying to be more expandable on games that I play, so I'm open to it. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for the graphics alone, I would just check it out, just see, because it looks pretty crazy. I like games that kind of graphically push the boundaries of things. So that game looks good. Can't wait for that. There's this one game that was announced called Metal Eden.
Mm-hmm.
So it says it's an adrenaline rush sci-fi FPS. Far-flung future space colony that's under threat. A combat-ready android is deployed to protect the colonists. Fast-paced action that launches on May 6th. If you saw the trailer of this, it looks a lot similar to one of Nintendo's franchises. In the trailer, so first of all, let me set the tone here. It's a sci-fi game. It's a first-person shooter. You play as a woman in the future, and she has a futuristic armor suit that can roll her into a ball. What does that sound like? Popular Nintendo franchise. You probably don't even know.
Sonic?
No.
I don't know.
Metroid. You know Metroid?
Still lost me.
Lost me. You don't play a lot of Nintendo, so I understand. But it looks super super similar to like a Metroid Prime game, which is a popular franchise from Nintendo. They look like they're trying to like replicate that, but do it like more in a mature way, and like the graphics are better, obviously, than a Nintendo game would be. So that looks interesting. Comes out May 6th. Just something to keep your eye on. And then there's this game. Here it is, Mind's Eye. Looks super interesting.
That I ain't gonna lie, that probably looked more interesting than anything we went over. I'm not gonna lie. This game, it remind me of what is that game on PlayStation that was like, depending on your it was like a cop dude that like depending on your decisions of like what you did would change the outcome of the game. Like I forget what was that called.
You talking about L.A. Noire?
No.
Wait, it was on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Which
Come
one?
on, PlayStation Guru,
4?
bro. I don't know. It was in the PlayStation Store.
You play as a cop?
You was a cop, and like you had to decide on like certain decisions and stuff like that.
Did you do like interrogations and stuff?
You might have. I can't remember. Let me see.
The only cop game I know of is L.A. Noire. He's like in a suit and a hat. That's all I know of.
Let me see. What is it called, bruh? Oh, I'm trying to look
Which
now,
PlayStation
bruh.
was it on? The 4?
I think it might have been 4. It wasn't 5. It was 4 for sure. This might give a good. You hear it? What is this called? What is this, bruh?
You found it?
I can't. I found it, but it got multiple videos on here. What is this first one called? They were like robots in the game, but it was a cop that was a robot too. Let me look up robot PlayStation games.
A robot? So it's a cop and a robot?
Yeah.
Bro, now you lost me. Now I'm really lost.
It was a PlayStation, bruh. I think they were.
I know what you're talking about. Damn.
I can't think of it.
You I know what you're talking about. Hold up. I got you.
Detroit.
Detroit. Human,
Yes. It remind me of that. That's what Mind's Eye looks like based on like what I've seen. It kind of looked like that, but it might be different just based on like looking at it. It kind of looked like that a little bit, like graphics wise. But it looks sweet though, the way the game look or whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can see that for sure. I understand where that comparisons come from because it does in fact have robots in it. So that is a fair comparison. So basically, this game is an open world.
That's open world, okay.
Yeah, it's an open world. So it's kind of like. So think about like you ever seen Will Smith's iRobot?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. It's like the same premise. Like robots try to take over.
Okay.
It's like AI robots, but it's open world. You could drive around. I'm pretty sure like the main character is the same actor who did the face animations for the character in Mafia 3.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's the same actor there. But it's a big open world. You can drive around, shoot shit. But basically, it's AI robots that are trying to take over, and you play as this dude who's trying to basically stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it looks cool. It's graphically, it looks very impressive, and the open world looks really good. There's a in the trailer. There's a part where they show him driving around in the city, and it looks super clean. It kind of reminds me of Grand Theft Auto for sure. But not too sure how.
Is this one only on Is this only on PlayStation though? This game?
Good question. I'm not sure. It is advertised as PlayStation 5.
They better bring it to PC, bro. I ain't buying my PlayStation, bro.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that later, maybe. But yeah, that's definitely a game I'm keeping my eye on. I'm keeping my mind's
Yeah.
eye on that one because it looks good for sure.
Yeah,
I
it
can't wait for
does.
that one. And then we got like this big game at the end. Oh, hold on, wait, no. There was before we get to that, let's talk about. There's this other game that I'm pretty interested in. It comes out next month actually, and I kind of want to play it with you if you're down. But it
It's like no.
but it's called Split Fiction.
Split Fiction. Oh, I did see that too. Yep. Let me see.
So
Split Fiction.
basically, I don't know if you've heard of It Takes Two.
Yeah, that was actually a good game.
So
Played it. I played that for sure.
it's the same people who make that game. Basically, it's a co-op game, and like if one person buys it, the other person can play it with them for free. You don't even have to buy it.
Okay, bet. So game on you. Got it. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, I'll buy it as long as you play it with me. It's cool.
I got you. I got you.
But it looks pretty dope because like you play as these two writers who one writes about like sci-fi futuristic stuff and the other writer writes about like fantasy RPG like sword and shield type stuff. And
Okay.
they live in the future where anything they write about, they can transport them into those stories.
Hmm.
And they both get sucked into like their stories on accident and they're stuck there.
Hmm.
So the game is constantly switching between sci-fi and
Each
fantasy.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
the gameplay looks super dope. Like it looks really good. And like I said, if one person buys it, the other person, like friend that you want to play with, can just play it with you. Like they don't have to buy it. You can just invite them to play it with you.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
So it looks really good. Can't wait for it. It comes out. I think it comes out March. Oh, it doesn't say on here, but I know it comes out early March. March 6th, I want to say.
March 6th. Yeah. It says we will debut on March 6th on PS5.
Uh, I
Do you have to buy it on PlayStation or is this PC as well or what?
so I'm pretty sure it's on everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on everything. So you can play no matter what platform you're on. You can invite a friend to play with you. So
All right.
we definitely need to get on that because it looks super good.
Yeah. It look fun for sure.
So that's one thing I was excited about. And then there's this other game. Oh, let me double check just to make sure. Oh, we got 3 more games to talk about here. There's this other game that looked really good called Tides of Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, when the trailer first started, they zoomed in on this girl. I was like, dang. God dang. Yeah. She and the way that she looked at the camera, I was like, but anyways, this game looks really good. It kind of reminds me of Black Myth Wukong or Final Fantasy.
I'm weak. I just seen it. She was like,
Like, bro, she gave you the eyes.
I'm weak.
Yeah. Anyways, it looks like the gameplay looks really good. It reminds me of Black Myth Wukong or like a mix between Black Myth and like a Final Fantasy game. Graphics are really good, and there was like I want to say like 15 to 20 minute demo of it that they released gameplay for it, and it looks super good, man. Like this game's gonna be crazy, and the craziest thing about this game is this is a developer. This is a developer this is the game that this is their first game. They have never made a game before, and it looks amazing. But it's kind of not surprising because Black Myth Wukong was the same way. The developer did that was their first game. And it's all these like Chinese developers just coming out the woodwork out of nowhere, just making great games.
That's good. We need something different.
I know. So this,
Some other than 2K and Apex.
but yeah, this game looks really good. Woman who, the woman who's voice acting the main character, she was like a popular character, voice actor character in what's that game called? Baldur's Gate 3. So a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, a lot of people like Baldur's Gate, or like a lot of people.
Yeah, so everybody's like, "Oh, it's her from Baldur's Gate." Like, so I feel like this game is probably gonna do really well when it comes out because it looks good. You get a popular actor from a game that's already popular. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna do good for sure. But can't wait for that one. That one looks good. Um, and the last, well, not the last thing. The second to last thing is we got a reveal trailer for the new WWE 2K25. Typically, I'm not like huge into the games. Like I used to watch a little bit of wrestling. I don't watch as much wrestling now than I used to. But I'll watch, a little bit here and there. But the games I've kind of stayed away from because they're typically not that great. But the new one is going to have something called the Island, which is similar
Mm-hmm.
to NBA 2K's City, the city
Yeah.
that they have,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
looks pretty dope. You're gonna have an open world environment. It says it's an open world environment filled with WWE themed landmarks, quests, live events, and shops. Up to 50 players at a time. You can have deep customization and personalize your My Superstar like never before. And I assume it's going to be like NBA 2K and the aspect of, there's just going to be like rings
Mm-hmm.
in the island or whatever that you can like queue in for a match.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty dope. I'm kind of interested in playing this game now because of that.
I usually don't really get into much to WWE, but because I know it's player versus player,
hmm
I'm probably gonna get it. Like it's gonna be like some real player push player stuff, so, and that's the kind of games I like to play anyway. So I'll probably get it because like I'm like I'm the best wrestler. You can't beat me. All kind of nonsense. Like it'll be fun for sure.
So there are some concerns with people with this game. They're kind of thinking that this may open up the game to more monetization things that people don't really want.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's probably why they're doing it. Those microtransactions for
Yeah,
sure. It's probably gonna have a Game Pass and all the other stuff too with it. I'm pretty sure.
and you're gonna have all that VC currency and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how that's gonna bode with the wrestling community, like the NBA community and stuff like and what's it called, the football community, NBA community. They kind of
Mm.
just bent over and they're just taking it at this point. So we're gonna see what the wrestling community will do, if they're gonna backlash on it or if they're just gonna bend over as well.
I mean, it really depends on how you can customize your character to see, like, only because, like, it really depends on if certain moves will give you, like, better attributes or whatever. You know what I mean? It depends on, like, if your, like, build is really a customized build on how strong he is, how he going to play. Like, I don't know if they'll be versatile because, like, right now in 2K, like, they got meta builds. If I don't know if there'll be, like, a meta build on
hmm
WWE. And if there is, then it's probably going to trash can like the rest of 2K. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I'm kind of skeptical about it, but I do think the
It's
idea,
a good idea, but I
yeah,
don't know how they're going to execute it to be like to stay good. I don't know.
like it's such a good idea. Like this is the type of wrestling game that I'll play, and I'm not
Yeah,
really into wrestling games like that. And like the only way they could really f this up is to get overly greedy with the monetization,
yeah,
and I feel like that's just gonna be the thing that's gonna decide whether it is successful or not.
true.
But we'll give it a chance. I know a lot of people from the NBA 2K community has been talking about it, and they want to give it a shot. a lot of people who's never played WWE 2K before is trying to get in on it because of the island. So I guess we'll just see what
Yeah,
happens and see what they do. Definitely interested in it.
yeah,
And I guess we'll see what happens with that one.
yeah. We'll see. Flop or not, we'll see what happens.
You think you might buy it on day one, or you gonna wait?
It depends how much hype it get. Because if I ain't gonna come out with March. I might just because of the hype of it. Try to get some content out of it. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it comes out around the end of March.
Yeah, like March 14th, I think, or March 26th.
Oh
I can't
yeah, March
remember.
14th. So right smack dab in the middle.
Yep.
All right.
Hopefully on payday. We'll see.
Gotta set that aside and check.
Right.
But the last game I want to talk about, probably not gonna talk about it for very long because they didn't give us a whole lot to go on. It was a little like teaser trailer for a new game called, I want to say it's pronounced Saros or Saros. Um, it's basically another game being made by the developers of Returnal, which is the game I was talking about earlier. So they are doing another game. They say it's going to be different, but you could tell in the teaser trailer it's going to have some similarities just based on how that trailer panned out. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, oh well. But their last game, like I said, their last game was Returnal. It was a great game, so I'm sure this game's going to be good too. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, talking about new things that we only got a teaser for. This past month, well, within this month, anyways, we got a teaser for a new device. You know what that was?
Was it a new iPhone? It's like, nah, the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch, yeah.
So we finally got. Everybody's been, on the rumor mill about this thing, and we finally got a trailer for the new.
The trailer is fire. I'm not gonna lie. The way they kind of put it out there, the trailer's fire for sure. I don't even have a Switch, but I want one.
You want one now with this trailer?
Not even with the trailer. I've been wanting one. I just don't have the expenses to just be out there spending $300-$400 on a handheld. Which, I mean, they probably got the best handheld out there, but
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's bigger. Everything's bigger about it. With the
must be made in Texas, huh?
Yeah, it's Texas. It's made from Texas. No, I'm just kidding. I really like the colors, like the color scheme that they're doing.
Yeah.
Before, like they would just make the whole Joy-Cons like one color, but now they're doing like just like the accents of the controllers another color, which is pretty dope to me. And there's been a lot of rumors. Well, based on this part in the trailer, yeah, you probably can't see this, but based on this part in the trailer, people are thinking that the controllers are going to double and work as a mouse as well. That's the rumor, and it seems pretty like a pretty solid rumor. But you're probably gonna be able to use the Joy-Cons as mice, like a mouse, like a computer mouse as well. In this trailer, we also get a sneak preview at the new Mario Kart game, and I have so many rumors and like speculations about this game. I'm not even going to go into detail because that's a whole spiel. But it looks good. You can tell by the trailer here that there is more like starting, like in the start of the game, they have like the starting lines or whatever. There's way more. There's like, I think there's like 16 starting lines, and in the other game there's only like 10. So people are saying, it's gonna be obviously more racers and stuff. So it looks good. I'm sure we'll get more information later on. They are going to be having like a Nintendo Switch Direct, which they're going to show this thing off completely in April. I think it said April 4th. Let me double check that. but they're going to be showing everything off. Yeah, April 4th. They're going to be showing everything off the device, probably most likely the games, and we'll get more information. Hopefully they have a price thrown in there, how much it's going to be. A lot of people have been speculating that it will be at the very most, it'll probably be 500 at the very most. At the very least,
just 500, you know.
yeah. At the very least, people are saying it could be around 350. So anywhere between 350 to 500. Sweet spot would obviously be like 400. But
yeah,
would you pay that much for it?
No.
He said no.
Right now, no. Let me hit up OfferUp. So maybe somebody got it for sale.
That's crazy. Well, they're saying that like this one's supposed to be more powerful. Like it's supposed to be as powerful as like a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, they said some stuff like that. They think it's like going to be as strong as the PlayStation 5, which they're saying no. But like either way, I think it will be a little stronger, but I don't know if it'll be like console, strong as far as what I've seen. But I mean, it's a handheld device. I don't really expect it to do console worthy. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. There's been a lot of rumors about it being able to do a little bit, pull a little bit more weight graphically and stuff. This has been, going around for a while between like people who are like legit leakers in the industry. So I'm thinking it might be strong.
I'm not gonna lie. If it is $500, yeah, I might need it to push a lot of graphic. I ain't gonna lie to you. $500, right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Spending $500, yeah, I need 4K, bro. I'm sorry, I need 4K for sure, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just thought about that. Yeah, I'm gonna need 4K ASAP.
500, yeah, I don't know. I think 400 to 450 might be the sweet spot for this console. If it's any cheaper than that, I'll be very, very, very surprised.
Yeah.
But 400 to 450 is probably the sweet spot, I would say. 500 might be a little bit too much. I think they might deter a lot of people if they go that high. For sure.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I guess we'll get more information on that April 4th, I believe. So April 4th, we'll get more information. We'll see where they're at that time. I know there was another thing here, Marvel Rivals. So what was going on with Marvel Rivals? You're saying?
Well, pretty much they fired a bunch of people, even though the game did really, really good. So actually, I don't know why. I didn't see reason why, but I've heard rumors that they fired a bunch of people on the staff. Let me see.
Okay, let me see. It says that they were just laid off. That's crazy, bro. They said that they have the entire team in Seattle was laid off.
Yep. 30, like it's like 30K people.
And this game has not been.
It's been booming. It's been booming. Like you can look on Twitch right now. There's like 100 and some people playing. There's like 100 and some people literally playing this game right now. Like, let me see. Let's go to Marvel Rivals. Let's see how many people are playing this game right now. Category wise, 92K, bro. 92K.
Damn.
There's usually at 130 every time. It's at 130K, almost 150K. Like thousands of people are watching this, bro. Like I don't see why y'all firing people, which is crazy, in my opinion.
So basically, what this tells me is that no one's safe. No one is safe.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Like, if people are getting fired from a game that's putting numbers up that much, it says that this game has had over 20 million downloads since it launched in December, and we're in February. And I don't even know how much money it's made, but I would assume it's made a lot of money.
As of 5 days ago, it says, how much profit has Marvel Rivals made? It says people need to remember that the revenue does not mean profit. According to another article they saw, their actual profit is $1.2 billion. I don't know how credible this source is that I'm reading, but I can imagine they made some millions, bro. Because everybody bought the little skins, all the little stuff, little everything. Like, come on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I was considering some of them skins, but they're kind of pricey. They're a little pricey.
Hey, if you're gonna give it to me, I'll take it. I ain't buying those skins again. I don't play that much.
Right.
Even though I buy crazy Fortnite skins, that's a whole other story. But still, um,
But for me,
oh,
like I'm like even though I don't play it that much, like
yeah.
I do like Spider-Man, and some of them skins was calling my name. But I haven't done it yet.
Every Spider-Man skin is calling your name. Let's be real
Right.
here, okay? But nah, so there was one. I know we had like other topics we could like talk about for our games, but we can scratch that because I don't know if you heard, but um, there is a streaming university that's going to be coming out here shortly for applicants to apply to.
Wait, what?
Have you heard about it?
You said
There's going to be a streaming university that's going to be opening up by a big streamer by the name of
university?
a streaming university,
Huh.
and you can apply to it. They said no matter big, small, whatever it is, you can apply to it. I don't know if you'll be able to get in or not, but you can apply to it. I'm pretty sure thousands of people will do it. But Kai Sinat says he's opening up a streaming university, and you can apply. I don't know what's included. I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff is included because that's how they roll. But you can apply, and you may be approved again or whatever. So I don't. They said the application is gonna be up in here soon. So big, small, whatever you want to do, I think it's a great opportunity if you're gonna do it for sure. But I'm gonna apply for sure because I'm like that's a lifetime opportunity, bro. You never know what you could open up in that
Right.
gate. You know what I mean?
Wait, so what is that? What does that mean though? Like what is
They're
it?
gonna be providing like millions of like they're going to be pretty much taking you to school on streaming, bro. Like anything that they do, or like they're going to teach you. I'm pretty sure they're going to teach you how to do stuff, and like it's the value. They said the value of it is over $500,000. The value of it is what they said.
Are they gonna like charge a tuition for this or?
I don't know, to be determined, but I can imagine they're not going. I mean, they're trying to like help people, like for sure. So I'm pretty sure that they might be. I don't know, but that's to be determined. Right now, they're just doing applications, as far as I know, but that hasn't even been open yet. Like they're still trying to put that out there or whatever.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know that. I definitely have to check that out.
yeah, I got a buddy, my buddy of mine. He said when he see it open, because he ain't got no job, so he can just see when the stuff come out. I gotta go to work. So I told him when it come and release, bro, let me know. I'm applying right at work. I don't care later. Let me go on break early, bro. I'm applying. He said.
They hit you with that 200,000.
Bruh, for real.
200,000. What's it called? That's how much you're gonna have to pay to go there.
Hey, nah, I don't think they're gonna have you spend that much. If that's the application requirement, go ahead and take my application out, big dog. It's over with. That's
like you
it.
need 200,000 tuition.
Yeah, but I think they're just trying to be genuine to help people like become streamers that they really want to do it. Like if you're really determined, like they're just trying to give people opportunities. So we'll see what happens.
Did they say like how many people they're taking in or?
No, any questions that you can think of right now, I've already asked my friend. We know nothing. All we know is the application will be available soon. That's all we know for real.
Well, I guess that's something to keep your eye out if you're interested in streaming.
For sure.
Hopefully the tuition ain't crazy.
I don't think it's really gonna be a tuition. I think it's more of just like seeing who's really dedicated. I think more of a thing. I don't know if they're gonna have a tuition, but we'll see.
Well, I guess the last thing that we can end on here is a game that's coming out this week. Monster Hunter Wilds. A lot of people have been talking about this game as far as like how good it is or how good it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I actually have had a chance to play like the open beta that they had for it, and it was pretty good. But it's one of those games where personally I know I won't have a good time unless I'm playing with other people.
Yeah.
Which they do have like matchmaking for it, but like
Playing with randoms and playing with your friends.
Yeah.
Two totally different experiences, bro.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
because like randos, sometimes you can't really coordinate very well most of the time with randoms.
9 times out of 10, it's like that. For sure.
But what I played of it was really good. I enjoyed it more than the last one, which was Worlds. Graphically, it looks really good,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, I'm probably not gonna pick it up unless I know some friends that
I'm,
also
I'm
have
I'm
it.
thinking about getting it because my couple of buddies of mine talking about they want me to play because they think I'll like it or whatever. But I'll probably end up getting it just because it's just something different and that I don't really play. So I'm trying to definitely play other games for sure.
Okay,
So
well,
I
there you
might
go.
get it.
Yeah, so if you get it, I'll get it, and we can play. But it's a shame you didn't get to try it out because
Yeah,
you could have.
they had the beta out, and
Yeah,
I think I even downloaded it, but I never even got a chance to play it.
yeah. Yeah, it's not bad honestly. It's really fun, but like I said, I could just tell when I was playing it. I'm like, yeah, this is probably something that I probably wouldn't really touch unless I had somebody to play it with.
Yeah,
It's just one of those games, but it was really fun to play. Um, and like I said, graphically it looks amazing. But yeah, a lot of people like it. It seems like it's a pretty popular game. A lot of people have been talking about it, so I'm sure it'll do well as far as like the sales of it.
yeah.
But yeah, if you pick it up, let me know because right now it's kind of slow with games releasing. There ain't much going on. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, with that, that concludes the podcast for today. Thank you all for listening. Wherever you listen, you can find us pretty much anywhere. Where anywhere you listen to podcasts, we're pretty much everywhere. So, yeah, that was the FOV podcast. My name is Jacob. You can find me as Precursor Jake on YouTube and on Twitch. So,
You can find me at Piece of Rose. That's like not. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, ZoGamingTV. So, yeah.
all right. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.